G'day, today we're going to play a bit more All Quiet Roads. Since I last played, I had another go of London and put up a much nicer score of 12,000. It did make me realize as well that there actually is a fourth achievement that comes with each level. So I'll talk about that as we start our new one. Today we're going to have a look at New York, see how we go. I have played this one a little bit, got some ideas on how to do it. So let's have a look. So, a few things that I've learnt since the last time I played. What have we got? I'll start with some simple connections here. I finally learnt what the cloverleafs do. The cloverleafs are basically an intersection that you don't have to slow down for. So they are, I think, the most valuable thing in the game. You can, once we get some of those, we're really going to start playing with them. Another thing that I've learned is I have to be paying attention because I've found a few times I've lost in this game because a building is opened up on the outskirts and I just haven't even known that it's been there until eventually it's just sort of like overwhelmed itself and died. So possibly one of the best things I'm doing here is just creating the mini map at the top by doing the mouse wheel scroll in and scroll out straight away, just so that it's already there. But even then, I reckon I still miss them. Sometimes it'll make the sound of something coming in, and you just don't click that because you don't see it on screen at all. My last game, I was very happy with how I was doing, and then just suddenly I died, and I was like, "Well, what happened?" I was like, "Oh, okay, I didn't even know you were on the map." Using the clover leaves, I think that the thing that we can start to try and do is avoid having major intersections inside of destinations like what we're seeing there. What was the other thing I learned? AQR. So you can see here it says my score is 24, or this one is 27 AQR, and the achievements are what are we getting? 527 AQR, 1581 AQR, and 4743 AQR. So what AQR is standing for there is all quiet roads. So what that means is if I've got any roads that are congested and so they're showing up as red on here, I'm not getting any points in my AQR as people are arriving at destinations. I'm only going to get AQR when all roads are quiet. Fourth achievement seems to be, these are the hidden achievements on the achievement list, but it seems like they are that you have to hit 10,000 raw points. So this number at the top, not the AQR number. So the other three achievements are based on your AQR. The other one is just based on total performance. Another neat thing that you get, this is covered in the tutorial in the part that I missed, is that you can get a demolition truck that allows you to destroy any type of like one of a destination that you've got more than one of. So you can't delete any unique ones, like say this square here, but I could remove any of the other ones. So let's start off by going for maybe let's break the seal on the highways. Definitely hanging out to get cloverleafs and show you what I'm experimenting with them. So I think when we've got a cloverleaf, we actually want to do this. I don't think you want to waste a single entrance on a cloverleaf. We're going to make some 8-point entrances. Now, one thing I don't want to really do is have a hospital connected directly into the back of a only square that I have. I'm going to do it for now because I don't have enough bridges to get it anywhere else. But I think that means that basically any square or any H, as you can see, are all having to move through this one destination and then move through that destination to then get to that guy. Terrible filtering system set up. Our plan is definitely to change that, but just got to wait for us to get a little bit more road options here. cool. Let's go for bridges. Lots of circles coming in at the moment. So we're connecting them to a triangle so that any triangles and circles like they get will just be knocked out straight away. Let's help them just avoid having to go through that triangle too. So I do really like I have thoroughly started enjoying playing this game. I think that what's really neat about it is it gives you the common sort of like the well known, especially to someone like me who's played both Mini Motorways and Mini Metro, the layout of like the sort of the characters of what game is that? Characters of Mini Metro with the sort of the layout of Mini Motorways, but it has a strategy to it that is completely unique to it. Like all my time playing in playing Mini Motorways and Mini Metro, I don't think has really given me like a, oh, well, I know how to play them, so I know how to beat this game. I think this one has just introduced such a new, unique way that you have to think about the layout of your city. That I think it's its own experience. It's great. Okay, so you can already see that we've got a problem with this square in the middle, and that he is becoming a problem. What we really, really want now is those cloverleafs. We want to set up a cloverleaf right where I built it before, and so that this guy can just be avoided. I think it's the solution to how you avoid having problems in the middle of your city. I did say before that I think that the way that you solve the city is what I would think that you would do is you would try and operate your city in the way that a real city would operate. That if you were attempting to get from here to there in real life, you wouldn't force every person to drive through the streets of Manhattan to make that. You would try and have tunnels or bridges around or whatever, and you have direct routes so that you're not creating congestion in the existing busiest place. Basically, we're at the mercy of getting some clover leaves before that can happen, I'd say. As you can see that basically everyone is traveling through this guy at the moment, especially while we've got no circles on this side. We've gotten even there having to make the long journey across. There we are. Beautiful. Okay, so here we go. Let's pause for a second. You can see how busy this already is. We've got red there. We're already missing out on some of our AQR. So what we're going to do is we're going to demolish all of that. We're going to demolish that, and that, and that. What we're going to do, well, let's reclaim this part here. That's our cloverleaf. So now that means that this guy, you can come into that there. He's already connected. You can join cloverleaf there once you're sort of willing to rejoin society. In fact, no, let's get this guy to go straight down. He can join that guy, and this guy can have that one. We've got to wait for that to actually go. This guy here, just wait for some of these bridges to come back. Other hospital, so we'll give that hospital that one. Let's just remove that so he doesn't get to the back end of that hospital. There we go. And you can see how smoothly everyone is just moving through that intersection, and it isn't causing a problem like, I mean, you can see there's a little bit of yellow there, but it isn't necessarily as big a problem as if this was happening inside one destination. Now, currently, the entire city is having to move through that one intersection, so that's not a sustainable setup that we've currently got there. So what we want to do is set up we want to use our clover leaves and make sure that we have more setups that can make it all work efficiently. So we've got 35 of these. So let's start by just getting some of these more busy roads sorted out. I mean, it seems like 150 of those trucks is the much bigger ticket item there, so we'll take that. Let's just dip him down like that so that we can have this guy next straight across. It does seem like this map, the placement of these isn't that random. So this guy here that doesn't seem like he's doing anything, I'm expecting the stadium is going to show up around here, and that's what that's going to be for, connecting to the stadium. So let's have a look. Let's just sort of pause. Let's clear up down here. And in this section right here, let's do another cross. Now we'll just have this connect to guys in the neighborhood. Got that one that can run down, and do we have enough bridges? Because we can possibly connect this to this guy over here. Make that a clover leaf. And ideally we'll make the connection between those two clover leaves. Clover leaf 2. Sorry, a double lane highway. Okay. So let's reclaim that one off that guy. And we will make this road run direct down here. Let's move this a little bit that way. And then similarly we'll have a guy up there that runs down there. So we'll have two different ways. So you don't have to get all the way down here. Becoming a compelling argument for a cloverleaf up here too, with how we've got these guys set up. I wonder if possibly we're better off making that guy go like that. That guy go like that, and then we'll get this guy to connect in there. We've only got 2 bridges. Alright, let's use these to up the pace on that. We pull that a little bit further down. That guy just leaves it be. Maybe we want to get a bit more highways going now. Let's do our normal zoom out thing to make sure that we're not missing any cities. Oh, we got another guy down here. We only have the 2 bridges. Let's just do some trading for some bridges. Because I think that we want this guy just to connect direct to that. And then we'll have fully out, are we? Can I do any other sort of trading of... That's a raw deal. That's a great deal. That's an insane deal. Actually, 10 of them. Alright, well let's just... If I don't need to drop to those, let's just instead use all of that on there. We've got none left, and then we'll just put standard road for that guy. So you can currently see at the moment the majority of traffic's over here too. This side's actually pretty quiet. I can't believe that I can get as many cloverleafs as I want. Just 10 road as well. I think as we go along, we'll start to try and use more of that. So that ultimately, I think our goal should be that you can't pass through any destination. Like everywhere, your goal is to have a cloverleaf intersection. I wonder if that means I can actually sell roundabouts. I'd like to be able to sell these guys because I don't think I'm going to use... Well, I'm going to aim to not use them at all either. What I'd really like is a demolition truck at this point, I reckon. I reckon I want to get rid of this triangle right there. Don't think he's needed. He's just sort of more in the way of having a nice cross-section cloverleaf in here. I mean, there's room for one here anyway. Alright, let's have a look at it. We can see we're getting some yellow here, so we want to get this guy out of the connection business, because basically a lot of the people going to the airport are going through him. So let's clear out this area. Even that, I suppose. What we want to do is go across. That in there. Then just run that into here. Make that a cloverleaf. That currently goes to no one. That goes there. I mean, in theory, what we can do is have that go to him. Goes to him. This goes to him. Goes there. Well, let me use that diagonal there. So that goes in there. And then that guy still connects through there. So, surely you're far enough away that you don't need that, do you? Great. Okay, so now we definitely want to make that motorway. In fact, what we can do is we can get rid of that, and we can run... This guy can just go straight across there. Then this guy can come around there. And this guy's the only one that's sort of stuck. Can I... No, it still connects him. I mean, it doesn't much matter. It just means there's 3 different ways to get to that triangle. It just means these guys can just turn in as opposed to going anywhere else. Okay, so we currently have a little bit of a block going on there just as this sort of works itself out. The reason that this is creating a block is because... actually, I don't know why so many hospital guys are opting to go that way rather than go that way. Oh, it must be guys coming from here. Okay. So what we want to do is just make sure that the other roads are fast enough. For example, the guys going to the airport are heading north up here because that's faster to take the slow roads to there and then take the highway. They're not interested in taking the that low road. There we go. We've just gotten the that well, once we get this, we'll get that demolition truck. Let's just pause for a second. I'll zoom out because, like I said, this is where you can just catch guys like this guy here. Actually could sink you. Okay. So keep that moving along. Because that's one of the big things too. We need to make sure that our interconnecting... actually, that's a problem we've got there. I didn't notice. Is that these two aren't connecting. They're actually connecting via this... this guy here. So what we can do is we'll just get rid of that. Because I think one of the most important things here is that we want all of the cloverleafs must be accessible by the other cloverleafs. Whereas that's going to connect to this guy. There's no hope of that not happening, but just have to live with it. Again, that guy's just going to connect. He's probably going to appropriate that one, but doesn't feel like that's going to be avoiding this guy. So let's disconnect that guy. We'll get him to run in there and then have this guy come down like that. And we'll take that highway for those two. It doesn't really feel like either of these are going via, like to that guy via that one, so let's take that one off. Let's just go this way then. Oh, and there's our stadium. So let's just pause again. Let's just make sure that I haven't missed anyone else. Right, looking good. Continue on. This guy's got a lot to say. Oh, it's what all these guys going to the stadium that finally have a chance to get there. We need to make sure that stadium road becomes efficient real soon too, because it's starting to become much busier. Part of what we want for that is we need to make another cloverleaf setup over this side. So let's claim a cloverleaf and let's put it in here. So firstly we've got to wait for that bridge to demolish. Let's think about the approach we want here. Well, we can get rid of those connections because these guys will claim all of them. I don't think we've got much choice other than letting him go there. Give this guy the long way around to that. He goes in there. Probably want this guy to claim that. This guy here can have that one. Then we'll give... demolish that. So let's try and work this out. We want this guy connected to this. We probably want the square connected to this too, and the stadium. So that's the stadium, that's the square, that's this cloverleaf. Gotta wait for some of these bridges to demolish. No, I also wanted the stadium, sorry. The square, the stadium. So there's nothing currently connecting to that cloverleaf. Should mean that I have to use this road. Let's have this guy connect into the back of the hospital. Can't get across. Just gotta wait for this to finish. There. And done. Okay. So we need to make sure that this road is quick soon. Because otherwise there's no way anyone's going to use it. As you can see, people going to the stadium are going this way. Which we don't really want. We want to sort of try and divide them out. The fact that we've got these guys going through here is great. The squares are divided off everyone else. Part of the reason is going to be the speed of the roads. Do I think that I can make this road fast enough that once I make that a fast road, they're going to be okay with it? I don't think so. Let's just zoom out, have a quick check to make sure I haven't missed anyone. Pretty good. I think we'll take the highways. Yeah, much bigger need. A lot of, so you can see now where I pointed a lot of traffic over here. You can see there's now a lot more traffic here. What I think I need is a cloverleaf here, and then another cloverleaf here. Actually, this cloverleaf, because then I can have this guy come off that cloverleaf, and this guy can connect direct to that square. What I don't want is guys traveling, and no one currently is. I don't want guys traveling through this square to get anywhere. At the moment, that's definitely not the case, which is good. So let's improve the efficiency of some of this. You can see there are guys moving. Are guys moving through this, or are they just sort of... You can see there's congestion there. This annoys me more than anything. Easy solution. Get out of here. Done. Okay. So what we could do then is we can... This road, him. Give that to him. Does mean that they now have to travel through a cloverleaf to get to a triangle, but that's okay. But you can see how much traffic is moving through this middle section. Like, nothing is complaining about the like the AQR this at the moment. I do feel like some of these roads that are just sort of part of it, that if we can get guys moving out of them faster, it'll be better. Gotta be listening out for that sound of a new station showing up. I think that's the thing I've got to be focused on. Alright, so let's bring in another one. I'm pretty sure they brought cloverleafs in pretty recently, actually. So I reckon that what I'm getting to do here may be very short-lived, and they might go, actually, we probably need to up the value of them. That actually counts as a bridge. Can I do it here? Yeah, good. Alright. Let's kill all of that. Okay. Cloverleaf. We want... Well, we need bridges to get over that way. We'll get some bridges in a moment, but they definitely are spoken for. This guy goes there. This guy goes there. Goes there. He goes there. in there. I would like a lot of bridges now. If I could get... See how much this is now forcing everyone to, like, the brief moment that was down. But that's definitely made congestion down there much worse. So we need to address that. Currently no one is using this bridge, so let's rip that up. You can see there that it didn't even register on waiting for anyone to get off it because it's that unused. What we want to do then is give... It's my pet peeve that those connect like that, so let's do that instead. Let's see if we can get anyone going this way. I'd say that we're going to have to give them some motivation by saying it's fast. There we go. Okay, so things at least like the airport, you can see are now going to clean out the bottom of this. Still not ideal to be going through that triangle though. There actually is an available point on here. Just need a bit more bridges. There we go. So now that triangle won't be as tormented. So at this point, we currently only have 2 destinations that are connected to well, firstly, there's our past our 4743. We currently only have 2 destinations that are connected through something else. Now, I do want to point out as well that you can see that currently we do have the hexagons from down here are traveling through this guy. It's actually not that big a deal because there's not an intersection in the middle of him. It's actually almost just a road through. So I think that that's an okay setup. Same as this guy. No one's using that road, but it exists. I actually wonder if possibly I should change this road to a hexagon. But I would have to have it as an express road, otherwise no one's going to use it. This road, on the other hand, is looking bad because everyone is trying to get out that way. Alright, I think that what we need to do is... Let's build this underneath that, and we'll get rid of that for a minute, and we'll correct it in a moment, I promise. And it breaks my heart that I have to destroy an entire bridge in order to rebuild a bridge. But that's what we're going to have to do. At least means briefly that all these guys down the bottom are just going to find a new way to get to everything. Congestion a different way. Okay, so still can have a triangle. Then what that means is there is at least a triangle connected to this clover, because otherwise there isn't at all. That should divide some of it. But then hopefully the majority of guys can see that this is the expressway, not going through that triangle. Alright, what roads could probably use a little bit more attention? This guy seems like he's a pretty prominent circle. There seems to be a lot of circles heading up his way. I guess anyone in the middle here that needs to send a circle somewhere, they go into him. Possibly we want another clover leaf. Here? It's a very well-oiled machine that we're getting to watch at the moment. Like I said, this is where you just got to keep an eye out that you don't have someone who's getting caught out. Alright, let's work this out. If we were to put a cloverleaf here. Nah, what if we put one here? If we put one here, we would need... The problem is that there's just circles up there. There's no triangles. If we had a triangle north of this road, which we could easily do because we could just drop this road underneath them. Alright, let's rebuild this section. So we'll disconnect those two, deconstruct that road to there, and then we will build it under like that. We'll then get rid of that guy, and this guy. We'll build our cloverleaf right there. So this would mean that we can give them a connection to the hospital. The only condition would be that we don't want anyone traveling through the hospital. Which should be fine, because they're going to have a direct route to this guy straight here. So there'd be no point to go to the hospital and then come back down when you can take a road that's way more direct. No, that's for that guy. So what's funny is I've created all this and I haven't actually gained any space for this last guy. Because that goes there, but I need this to connect to him still. And I need him on there. So for now, maybe let's just do that. And we'll give these guys a roundabout. Cloverleaf there. Just give this a second for that road to demolish. The one downer here is that I also think that this would be a very good point to have a direct connection to that Pentagon from down here. So let's go, let's do some trading. Let's test it out. So if we can get this guy to go straight up there, then these two guys, maybe they'll just share a roundabout as well. I don't love it. But I do, it should release some of the tension on this middle cloverleaf. I mean, it does make a great argument to have another cloverleaf back here for these guys to connect onto. Because you can see there's congestion already hitting on these. I mean, I could just build 2 cloverleafs on those 2 tiny little sections. Like, they don't have... Every cloverleaf doesn't have to be a massive intersection. In fact, this one currently isn't. Problem is, he's got 2 spots available there. He's got a 3rd spot available here. But it's this triangle that's closest to him. Actually, what we could do... get rid of that. And we can run this guy across... Oh, let's just give him a normal road. And run across there. This guy can run across there. Use 2 of those. So that they're just... It's been so long since I've used them. I forgot that I had that as an option. Then what we can also do is have a connection between that guy and him. So again, it means that that guy's more potentially a pass-through. There we go, there's our 10,000 as well. So our current problem is that we've got so many guys trying to get to the airport through here. So let's think about this. How can we get less guys in need at the airport through this one point? Really, it would be getting guys from here to there. So what we could do first is let's demolish that road. Let's put them straighter up. So we've got this option here. Let's take that out. Deconstruct that. And run... Not convinced that you're not going to claim that road there, so let's go up a little bit higher. Now, what this does also is this now creates an even bigger problem for people trying to get to this. You can see that at least the airport traffic is coming this way now. Then what we can do, this guy, go up here, cross here, up, there. I don't agree with you thinking that you're part of that bridge though, buddy. You're not happy with anything, are you? It's not work for him. Okay. I guess you're gonna attach to that triangle. What if I do that? Oh, too adjacent. Okay. Alright, so these guys up here, let's work out something for them too. buy another one. Let's zoom in here. That cross section there. Be weird about it, just because this road's already there. The second I drop that, that's going to be a real disaster, so we probably can't just sit on not having that set up. We'll do that. Then what we're going to do is demolish these guys. Just ask for more bridges. And actually, let's connect that guy in there. Now, that bridge has never been used. So what we'll do instead is we'll give this guy the honor of coming around there. Now, like I said with the square before, that's a pass-through bridge. So that should be okay. This is insane. It's all at the mercy of stuff going on down here. So let's can we fit across in here loosely? We'll do a sort of cross. We'll do that. Get that done. He can connect in there. We're gonna have to buy one of those, and we are going to be very skimp on road for a moment here. That connects in there. This guy comes up, joins in there. The hospital connects from this as well. This guy connects to there. Actually, no, we'll go. I was going to wait for that bridge. I don't know why it's already in operation. Did I unpause there for a moment? Bad move. That bridge is never going to destroy. So many guys moving on it, and I haven't created them an alternate route. Alright, let's for now build a one-way bridge. I don't have any bridges available. I can only get them by getting that. I mean, I can gain a whole bunch of road by... Not a whole bunch. Get 20. Get some bridges back. 3. Is that enough? Cool. Let's make that the intersection. Great. Gotta wait for that bridge to go now. There we go. Am I just gonna have to destroy these guys here just so that I can have some bridge? Alright, so hopefully we start to see... Now the good thing is that part of this is that, like, there's none of my cities are currently overflowing. It is literally just the roads. I mean, these guys down here are getting backlogged because I can't get out. There's only one road out of town, because I don't know why they haven't yet decided this is the faster route, because the guys going to the stadium reckon that this is the quick way. Just guys going to the hospital, predominantly, I guess, going that way. Okay, we slowly have moments where we just sort of speed up. We need to address this. Basically, we need this moving along faster so that this will all start to move along like that. There we go. We're sort of slowly getting there. I guess they sort of have turns and pushing. In fact, you can see how much everyone has suddenly just started shifting this way. That now that we've gotten enough of this out, a lot of the backlog traffic here can actually get out and go down there. Need this guy to be able to clear, though. Basically, he needs to connect to a triangle. Let's just try this. Makes him happy, at least. Okay, so what else can we do to try and just alleviate pressure here? Let's try and rotate these guys all around to where they're connecting on here. So, let's connect them, them, and them. We'll go... This guy connects there. This guy connects there. This guy connects there. This guy's straight across there. Then, you run this up here. Gonna need to have more stuff available for this, though. So I guess firstly we'll use this. We'll make that a overlap. To avoid this having to swing out too far, we can probably just overlap it back in as well. So let's go like that. Use 2 more overlaps. Close to that guy. Let's just go up one here. That way. And have enough bridges at this stage. That's where we halt. Now, like I said, I did before, probably we can just say this is a one-way road. I can't imagine anyone else is going to use it for the time being. With that reclaim, let's go for 2 more bridges. We do need to move on this, because otherwise it's mainly for this guy here. He needs to be able to get guys out, because otherwise it's going to just collapse on us. We are entitled to 20 more once we hit whatever that is. I think we've still got to try and move on this. Should be enough. In there. Any Pentagons coming through and saying like, okay, here's a Pentagon here. I don't think that they're taking that as a preference anyway. Go away. I think we need more express lanes on it. Oh, we've got some Pentagons going. I don't know where are they going from here. But it is possible that these Pentagons have already started their path, so they don't want to adjust. I don't like having that connect through that circle, though. There we go, some Pentagons are leaving from this bottom end. That road is almost completely emptied of guys coming this way. Can't see how we're going to last much longer here with everyone Suddenly being unhappy. Let's give that guy the option of heading south into another complete massive congestion. Even that guy's now struggling. Well, I'd say we're pretty much going to be cooked here. I mean, one thing I can do to try and save some face is just go, let's just destroy 94 cars. So get rid of the congestion on that road. Get rid of the upcoming congestion on this road. Which hopefully free that guy up. And free up what's going on there, and on there, a bit on there, and on that one. I mean, essentially all I'm doing here is just buying myself some time. The problem is definitely still there. There we go. Someone went 14,909. And nothing to sneeze at there. Let's have a look at how we ranked there. Not bad. 2 below real civil engineer. Like that. There we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. But till next time, catch you later. See ya. Sorry, I'm not 2 below him. I'm 4 below him. I say that now.